In the complex world of humans, interactions between many faint signals frequently pass unnoticed, but can show unsaid romantic feelings. These unspoken clues are interwoven throughout daily existence, and identifying them can offer deep understanding of someone's indeed. Today, we will explore 7 different emotions, important indicators that a woman might be covertly drawn to. Every one of these indicators are more than just a coincidence, behavior, but is backed up by a wealth of psychological studies, and research on these indicators can change your perspective on social exchanges that let you go about connections with increased consciousness and empathy, as if one could decipher. These faint hints indicate potential, otherwise be ignored, or ignoring this information can empower you to cultivate more meaningful relationships and create deeper connections. An attraction is a subtle and intricate experience frequently conveyed via a non-verbal signs and behaviors as language. By being able to identify these symptoms, you can obtain a deeper comprehension of the dynamics at work in your relationships. That psychologists have long examined the complex dance of humans, attractiveness revealing trends and actions that persistently point to individuals. These indications of interest are not merely anecdotal findings, although they are supported by scientific investigations, offering a dependable structure for interpreting social cues. The capacity to identify these indicators can improve your social intuition, assisting you in responding more successfully to those in your vicinity. Thus, which 7 indicators are these, and how can they aid in figuring out the hidden messages sent throughout your conversations? By examining every indication carefully, you will acquire a greater understanding of the nuances of a person's attraction. Exploration of the psychology of attraction will provide you the resources to identify instances in which a woman is drawn to you, enabling a connection more profoundly. If you're fresh too, please subscribe and like the video here. Data indicates that merely 15% of the audience has a channel subscription. Therefore, if any of this material has been helpful to you, how I kindly request that you click the alert bell now. Let's return to the primary subject, the persistent look at one of the most revealing indicators that a woman has a hidden affection for. You are the enduring glance. This is more than simply a passing glance, but a brief holding of the gaze longer than typical, frequently paired with a specific degree of intensity and warmth. Such a look might have a profound demonstrating a foundation based on the features of human communication. In humans, contact is a really useful technique. Interaction assisting in the establishment relationships and communicate feelings that words frequently fall short of convey. When a lady keeps her eyes open, contact with you over an extended period of time, it implies that she is considering knowing you more fully and is pulled to. You psychologists have a lot of experience examined how eye contact plays a part in attraction, discovering that extended eye touch can heighten emotions of closeness and kinship. When someone keeps your eye, it's likely that they are more enthusiastic and involved, resulting in a feeling of intimacy and reciprocity. Realizing this understated but potent a person's sign might disclose a lot about their sentiments and objectives, turning it into a crucial indicator to identify in social relationships. In addition to the persistent, a woman might also use a quick look to express her curiosity without utilizing words. In numerous social settings, manifestations of attraction include tough or uncomfortable, but a quick look can convey a lot without the necessity of communication, can serve as a means of her to see how you respond and whether you repay her curiosity, and create a silent link. In addition to the psychological elements, are additionally biological explanations on why a lingering look is a reliable sign of attraction, which occurs when we are drawn to someone who causes our pupils to dilate, may unintentionally concentrate more on the we're interested in this natural individual. Reaction is a natural element of the body's expressing interest, and forming a connection when you see a lady with your gazing is more than just a deliberate choice. Her body is likewise reacting on her end to her attraction-related feelings. From a pragmatic perspective, identifying a lingering look might guide you through social circumstances more successfully. It can provide you with the courage to her or to share her enthusiasm for delicate methods. That comprehending this indication can also avoid miscommunications or overlooked chances that let you develop deeper and more significant relationships. Moreover, a prolonged look is frequently along with additional non-verbal clues. They can include a small upward smile, eyebrows, or even a small slant in these extra messages can confirm her interest and assistance once more. You have a clearer understanding of her emotions. Focusing on the combination of these signals can offer a more thorough understanding of her appeal. Ultimately, the lingering look is a strong and complex code of secrecy attraction that it includes physiological, psychological, and sensible components that make it an essential signal to be aware of. By identifying and by comprehending this indication, you can deeper understanding of a woman's emotions and manage your conversations using increased consciousness and self-assurance. Thus, next, while in a social environment, pay heed to the eyes that appear to be revealing more to you than you realize. Number 2, of the inconspicuous touch in the complex human relationship. The delicate touch acts as an important attraction indicator when a woman has a covert inclination for you. May start small gestures that communicate ease and proximity. These touches are frequently gentle and succinct, but possess deep significance in the domain of nonverbal exchange. Touch is an essential component of human life. Conveying a variety of feelings and goals, from a kind rub up on your arm to a light-hearted tap. These motions on your shoulder are not only coincidental, but purposeful manifestations of interest-based social psychology. Research has demonstrated how touch can improve sentiments of intimacy and trust between. For people, it is an effective tool for developing a rapport and creating a bonding beyond expression. From a Stoic viewpoint, comprehension of the importance of touch is consistent with fundamentals of a conscious. And Stoicism in mindfulness invites us to be mindful of our own feelings, as well as identifying the nuances of other people's feelings. Indicators that show underlying sentiments. When a woman starts a quiet touch, it conveys her feelings at ease and secure in your company. The fundamental elements of attraction. Furthermore, the value of touch extends beyond the immediate bodily experience. It produces an intimate, shared encounter, promoting a closer bond between two people, whether it's a comforting pat on the back or a light-hearted nudging. These motions frequently communicate more than words can convey. They represent a readiness to get close and a yearning to fill the space between two individuals. Touch has a psychological release of oxytocin, well known as the hormone that bonds. This is essential to the formation of sentiment relationships. That this hormone fosters trust and lessens tension, highlighting the beneficial connections formed by direct physical interaction. When a woman gives you a gentle but purposeful way, that it shows her emotional commitment and inclination to create a stronger bond. In layman's words, acknowledging the subtle touch can improve your capacity for recognize social signs and react. Consequently, it enables you to return the favor, her desire for a civil and a significant manner that promotes mutual comprehension and gratitude. By being aware of these non-verbal cues, that you can understand social exchanges with increased empathy and knowledge. To encapsulate the nuanced touch is a subtle yet potent indication of hidden allure that is beyond language, expressing feelings and intentions with grace and delicacy. By realizing and comprehending this indication that you can get more knowledge into her emotions and foster an authentic, mutually attractive link. Additionally, respect. Thus, be mindful of these actions that could disclose more about her sentiments than she acknowledges. The third, the silent praises in the context of attraction. Subtle affirmations are frequently used as unsaid cues that indicate interest when the woman has a hidden attraction towards you, may convey gratitude or admiration in nuanced ways that transcend overt spoken affirmations. These silent praises can be demonstrated by the words she chooses. Voice inflection or her manner recognizes your attributes or deeds psychologically. These modest affirmations fulfill two objectives. Firstly, they function as a way to establish rapport and building a constructive relationship by showcasing your advantages or attributes. She expresses her admiration quietly, and curiosity generating a positive first impression, followed by these praises, can additionally be an indirect communication that enables her to articulate allure without putting it in words. Social psychology research highlights the importance of subtle praise in interpersonal dynamics. Research has indicated that favorable reinforcement and subliminal acknowledgments of a person's attributes might reinforce sensations of attraction and appreciation for a woman's compliments, accomplishments, qualities of character, or even modest actions, that she is not merely providing commendation while simultaneously pointing at her admiration and curiosity from a Stoic viewpoint. Acknowledging these unsaid compliments are consistent with the tenets of Stoicism. With knowledge and empathy motivates us to consider our relationships and sensitive to feelings of others. Via focusing on these through subliminal clues, you can learn more deeply into her motivations and emotions, promoting a deeper level of engagement founded on mutual comprehension. In addition, the skill of silent praises goes beyond. It goes beyond only words to include expressions, gestures, and even nonverbal cues that express appreciation and gratitude. A grin and a nod of approval or a kind gesture can convey books describing her allure and gratitude for you. These delicate kinds of a common language is created through conversation, of relationships strengthening the link between two people. Practically speaking, being attentive to these veiled praises permits you to show her attention in return. In an honorable and sincere way, it allows you to recognize her admiration and reply with gratitude, bolstering the emotional relationship between you. By appreciating the subtle ways in which you express attraction, exhibit tact and traits of attentiveness that intensify mutual comprehension, as well as in order to condense delicate compliments, are a subtle but potent indication of interest that goes beyond language, expressing feelings and intentions gently and gracefully. By recognizing and by being aware of these indicators, you can expand on your comprehension of her sentiments and develop an authentic, mutually attractive link and honor. The fascinating number 4. One of the most obvious indicators is dialogue. That a woman has a hidden affection for her willingness to participate in meaningful dialogue when a person shows true interest in. They frequently look for chances to establish a connection through conversation that goes above the surface, interactions within the framework of attraction. These discussions act as a link for a more thorough comprehension and emotions relationship that is mentally stimulating. Talks are a strong predictor. Rapport and a shared interest when the woman is drawn to you and will most likely start or enthusiastically engage in conversations that examine your ideas, passions, and feels. This kind of proactive involvement enables her to learn more about your ideals and personality while expressing her personal viewpoints and research on emotions. In interpersonal communication, emphasizes how crucial of insightful conversations in constructing links. Research has indicated that having candid and interesting interactions can greatly enhance sentiments of intimacy and desire between those who devote time and vigor when talking about subjects of shared interest, which suggests a willingness to create a significant connection that goes beyond surface-level communication. From a Stoic viewpoints that are in line with lively discussions with moral values, and being aware of Stoicism inspires us to participate in meaningful conversation that fosters growth and learning from one another. By taking involved in important conversations, you treat her with deference, bonding via intellect and emotions founded on principles and interests in common. Moreover, the character of these talks can provide subliminal indications of attraction. Focus on her physical attributes, language, voice tone, and subjects. She decides to talk about a woman who is secretly drawn to you, could exhibit symptoms with zeal, attentive hearing, and sincere curiosity in your ideas and perspectives. These non-verbal clues support spoken cues. Correspondence offering extra layers of understanding of her emotions, practically providing for and fostering talks, enables you to expand your relationship with her over time. It offers a chance to investigate shared passions and personal narratives and develop emotional intimacy by appreciating these exchanges and expressing her desire in return with sincere interest in and focus on you. Establish the framework for a significant and completing the fifth relationship, the delicate movements within the complex dance of attraction. Little cues frequently communicate sums up hidden emotions when the woman has a hidden attraction towards you. May use subliminal cues to convey her feelings, yet significant motions that communicate tenderness, concern, and a yearning for proximity. These actions speak louder than words, providing understanding of her feelings state and her desire to construct a relationship on a psychic level with you. Subtle movements are essential in the impact of non-verbal communication on how people view and react to each other. When you find someone attractive, they could make motions like soft touches, light-hearted prods, or reflections behaviors, such as keeping in mind minute details. These are subtle acts about you, signs of her desire and devotion to produce a social psychology. Bond research highlights the importance of non-verbal indicators in romance and fostering relationships. Research has indicated that even basic motions, such as a friendly pat on the arm or an encouraging move, might strengthen sentiments of closeness and relationship between people. These actions convey empathy, comprehension, as well as a readiness to create a sentimental intimacy seen through a Stoic lens, identifying and valuing nuances. Gestures that follow the guidelines of Stoicism with awareness and mindfulness inspires us to pay attention and comprehend the motivations and feelings that underlie these actions that promote closer relationships founded on sincere regard for one another, interest, by recognizing and returning these favors with a cordial and genuineness. You foster a favorable and enhancing a partnership dynamic, practically observing minute details, gestures that let you understand her sentiments, and thoughtfully observe how she engages with you in many ways. Circumstances, keeping the context in mind in which a woman makes these motions, who could be secretly drawn to you. Express your appreciation with small acts of generosity, assistance, or bodily proximity, signifying her wish to reinforce your relationship in a subtle way. Hand gestures are a potent way to express the covert allure of women. These, her non-verbal clues, convey her feelings and plans to provide beneficial perceptions into her emotions. By being mindful of and receptive to these actions, you take to encourage a deeper mutual knowledge as the foundation of a connection, true attachment, and emotional closeness. Enjoy these fleeting moments of subtle relationship, since they could indicate a developing link and the possibility of a significant connection ahead of the sixth, emotional transparency, when a lady is drawn to you, one of the indications that frequently shows up as her readiness to elucidate. This is more than just a casual emotional connection. Dialogue. Since it goes to a deeper level of disclosing private ideas and emotions, additionally opens one's heart. Emotionally is the important measure of trust and a desire to establish a meaningful connection. Emotional openness in psychology is vital to fostering closeness and bolstering connections. When someone feels drawn to you, they could sense at ease disclosing details of their life that they normally wouldn't tell people about this. For example, discussing their worries and dreams, prior encounters, or simply conversing about their vulnerabilities. Studies in social psychology emphasizes how emotional transparency encourages intimacy and improves a relationship. Satisfaction research has indicated that couples who have deep conversations, talks, and exchange emotional experiences typically form closer bonds, and a stronger bond longevity. This transparency fosters a sense of empathy and understanding between parties, which are essential components in developing a strong bond. From a Stoic viewpoint that values emotional transparency, conforms to the values of genuineness. Additionally, Stoic vulnerability encourages us to be sincere in our communication and to cultivate empathy towards others by creating a safe space for emotional expression and actively listening. Without judgment, you demonstrate your willingness to understand and support her emotional needs. Practically pay attention to how she communicates with you. Does she share personal stories or seek your advice on sensitive matters? Is she comfortable discussing her feelings and expressing her emotions openly? These are signs that she values your opinion and trusts you enough to confide in you, indicating a potential romantic interest. In summary, emotional openness serves as a powerful sign of a woman's secret attraction. It signifies her willingness to build a deeper connection based on trust, empathy, and mutual understanding. By fostering a supportive environment for emotional expression and reciprocating with compassion, you nurture a meaningful relationship grounded in authenticity and emotional intimacy. Embrace these moments of openness as opportunities to strengthen your bond and explore the potential for a fulfilling connection together. Number 7. Respectful engagement. The final sign that a woman may be secretly attracted to you is her respectful engagement in conversations, additionally interactions. This goes beyond mere politeness. It involves a genuine interest in your thoughts, opinions, and well-being. When someone is attracted to you, they tend to show a heightened level of respect and consideration in their interactions. Respectful engagement can be observed through various behaviors. For instance, she may actively listen when you speak, maintain eye contact, and show genuine curiosity about your life and interests. She might remember details you shared previously and bring them up in future conversations, indicating that she values your thoughts and perspectives. Psychologically respectful engagement is a sign of admiration and interest. Studies in social psychology suggest that people tend to mirror the behavior of those they find attractive, including showing respect and attentiveness. This behavior helps create positive rapport and fosters a sense of mutual respect and appreciation. From a Stoic viewpoint, respectful engagement aligns with principles of virtue and interpersonal ethics. Stoicism emphasizes treating others with dignity and respect, regardless of their status or connection. To us, by demonstrating respect in your dealings and acknowledging her thoughts and feelings, you establish a basis of mutual respect and understanding. Practically see how she engages with you in different scenarios. Does she actively participate in conversations? Ask intelligent questions and show interest in your perspectives. Does she treat you with kindness and consideration, both in private and public contexts? These habits suggest that she values your presence and enjoys talking with you at a more profound level. In summary, a polite interaction acts as a subtle, nevertheless important measure of a woman's covert allure. It represents her admiration and a desire to construct a deep relationship with you, founded on reciprocal esteem and sincere in interaction, by giving something back to awareness, deference, and compassion. For you establish a nurturing atmosphere for stronger emotional bond and possible love relationship. Embrace certain expressions of deference as chances to deepen your relationship and investigate the possibility of a gratifying partnership. In closing, comprehension of these tiny cues of attraction may give you the power to traverse interpersonal connections using increased awareness and awareness of each of. Some indicators have psychological roots. Study and Stoic ideas provide a peek at the complex vocabulary of human connection. By acknowledging and considering these cues carefully, you can encourage more meaningful relationships, meaningful connections, and reciprocal knowing that humans, our relationships are intricate, and these indicators are not indisputable evidence of attraction. In every situation, people's actions can be impacted by a number of variables. Thus, it's vital to address these insights with compassion and regard. While you make your own exchanges, remember the wisdom of other Stoic figures like Marcus Aurelius, philosophers.